Hi, I'm Rob with We Keep You Cycling, and we're going to be extreme stress testing the Trico iron case. Now, for the better part of 20 years, the Trico case has been your go-to hard-shelled case. And in all normal scenarios, it provides outstanding protection. But here, we're going to be pushing it beyond the limits to see how well the design does in out-of-this-world testing. In today's testing, we're going to be determining if the Trico iron case is literally bulletproof. And in our hypothetical scenario, we see a baddie attempt to rob you of your bike inside the Trico iron case, and you take cover behind the case to try not to get shot. Now, in this particular hypothetical situation, we don't imagine them being 100 yards away shooting at you. We imagine them being at point-blank range. And we're going to be using three types of ammunition. Birdshot, which is a light load, scatters approximately 30 to 50 pellets on a target. 00 buck, which is going to have 9 pellets, each one weighing approximately the same weight as a 9mm round, and then a massive slug. My predictions for this? I think the Birdshot at point-blank range is likely to go through the case. We've been debating this a fair bit here, and I think because we're so close, it's going to be a more centered energy absorption for the case in the center of that spread, whereas if we were further back, the pellets would be further apart. Let's take a look and see how it fares. Loading around. You ready? So it looks like I got a direct hit to the middle, which chewed up the center strap here, and I've got pellets through here. Let's see what happened. Well, it went through. Not all pellets went through. Many of them were stopped. A few in the center here took the foam out. Continued on through. But surprisingly, just dumb luck, I missed all the eggs. Let's see how far they made it. We went through the second layer of foam. This time I caught some eggs. Got one set there. I got a pellet here. And all the rest of the pellets were in here. None of them made it through the back side. Got a few impact marks here, but no exit on the back side. So in this test, we saw a baddie try to shoot you with Birdshot. And I was sort of disappointed, to be honest with you. We're shooting at point-blank range here, and it didn't go all the way through the case. Now, in fairness, it did destroy the contents inside, and it did hit the back shell, but we didn't have any of those pellets go through the final piece of triconium to hit you. So in theory, you could be behind that case and not get hurt. Don't recommend it, of course. So the Birdshot test worked out pretty well. Now to up it with 00 buck. This 00 buck is going to be shooting 9 pellets in a more concentrated and heavier weight pellet. Now I'm expecting from the Birdshot that there's a chance that not all the pellets make it through, which would be pretty impressive. But of course, Let's take a look. Next up, a Remington 00 buck 9 pellet. So I'm not sure it's worth opening up the case. We've got clear exit wounds here. All 9 have clearly gone through. I think the reality is at this point blank range, Trico just can't stop 00 buck. So for fun, we'll try a slug. We just watched the buckshot go right through the case. Now, at point blank range and with the mass, it appears as though the Triconium outer shells cannot slow the round down enough to prevent it from going all the way through. I'm not expecting the foam to do much, and the eggs are so low density that, in all honesty, they can't slow that pellet down much. But I was sort of expecting them not all to make it through, but they did. So, if your baddie is shooting 00 buck, just run. Now, the final one here is a slug. Now, not a lot of shotgun owners are carrying slugs, but this is really to see how much we can damage the case with the biggest round that we can legally shoot into a Trico case. A slug is approximately the diameter of the barrel, so we're looking at a slug that's going to be about yay big, and I'm anticipating the exit hole to be at least that size, if not larger. So let's take a look and see what happens. So, for sheer fun, since the 00 buck went through, we're fully expecting the slug to go through. Slug versus Trico. I hit it top right, entry. I got egg splatter on the top. Case is noticeably less secure. And I've got an exit that's about twice the size of the entrance. So at this point blank range, I think we've seen birdshot, a possibility if distance was a little further. Buckshot, it's not possible at point blank, maybe at greater distance, but unlikely. Slug, it's not going to stop. So, if you're hiding behind your Trico case as a bulletproof device, it's not bulletproof. So, of course, it goes all the way through. Now, this is in line with everything we've done with rounds so far. We had the birdshot, didn't go through. We had the 00 buck, more mass, more energy go through. And of course, the heavy mass and velocity of that slug punctured it right through and through. There was no slowing it down. And the exit hole was approximately twice the entrance. So, if your baddie is sporting slugs, you just run as well. These tests are extreme tests, and in no way are we implying that it's safe to take cover from a baddie with a gun behind your Trico iron case. So, keep that in mind that we would suggest just running. But for all entertainment purposes, the birdshot was slowed down enough so that it didn't make it through the case, and the other 2 rounds did. I'm quite impressed because I expected the birdshot to just rip right through with the mass of all those pellets in a concentrated area at point blank range. But it does appear as though the Trico case is not bulletproof, and I owe somebody 50 bucks. I'm Rob with We Keep You Cycling, and this was the final part in our extreme testing of a Trico iron case in a series that we call Will It Break? We've done 2 other videos, and if you haven't seen them, check out our YouTube channel for the others. If you have any questions about the Trico case or any of the travel cases we carry, drop us a line or email us info@wekeepyoucycling.com.